And we're back, and we're locating the next target area. Acquiring image. It's 3D, man! Prepare for insertion. Oh dear. That's not suggestive at all. So here we are yet again with Doom, knee-deep in Zdoom. I almost call it Doom. Doom meets Zdoom. I don't even know. I've almost called it Doom 2 meets Zdoom. That never got finished, sadly. It'd be nice if they did finish it at some point. I say they, I don't know who did it. Could just be one guy. And so yeah, here's something interesting. Fuck you, imp. That is interesting, to say the least. But what we really want to discuss today is something I learned of just recently. There was a indie project going on for a long time, although I was only partially aware of it, called Mighty Number 9. It's supposed to be a spiritual successor to Mega Man, which I never was a big fan of. Okay, time to cheat. Give me some good health. Because, you know, it doesn't regenerate like in Project Vitality, so I have to cheat a little bit. You want to actually, you know, finish the game. But yeah, Mighty Number 9 apparently was released to much chagrin. This is probably many months ago, but especially since we're recording this in July, and I imagine this thing happened a while back, because I just heard about it. I don't follow gaming news at all. Because it's just, I don't really care, especially on something like Mighty Number 9. It's like, whatever, it's Mega Man. I never was a big fan of Mega Man. I guess I'm still not, in many respects. And like, I played them, you know, during my retro gaming craze, but other than that, you know, I never was, like, yay or nay on the particular series. But it sounds like it's one of those where, like, the only thing I find interesting is it all comes down to hubris with a lot of these things, you know? And the thing is, it sounds like with that Mighty Number 9 project, the project lead, or somebody in management basically thought they could just keep getting more and more money to do more and more things, and ultimately they fucked it all up because of that. And it's really sad to hear that, because I'm somebody who eventually I would like to try my hand at making a game, so I would need to do a Kickstarter to do it. And I'm not really sure what kind of game I'd like to do, other than, you know, RPG Maker, because RPG Maker is something I would really like to learn more of, because I enjoyed that one game I made a long time ago. The game I made in 3 days. I actually had a pretty good prototype thing going shortly before the bottom fell out in 2014. Yep, shouldn't have a flashlight, should just, like, you know, die every time. But anyway, I had a nice little prototype of an idea that I had where it was sort of like a Diablo meets Baldur's Gate kind of thing. And I need to actually completely relearn that particular program, but I, of course, have wanted to make a first-person shooter. And I started learning how to make Doom mods, but once again, I didn't really lose interest. I just had stuff come up in life, so I didn't really get a chance to learn it. I had some people offer to teach me how to do it. I just haven't had the time. And one of the things about making a first-person shooter that might be a bit easy, and I'm actually I might have already done it for all I know by now. I might not have. I don't know how much time I'm going to have in July since I'm really focusing on the channel here. But one of the things I do want to try to learn is Leadworks. I bought it on the Steam sale, the Steam summer sale back in June. What I find funny is I haven't had hardly any money to buy anything then, but with YouTube generating more dollars than it had previously, I should be able to, well, I would be able to buy more, but well. Leadworks I bought for 20 bucks because I wanted to see if that was something I could learn a little bit easier. Because to me, you know, making a first-person shooter isn't an easy prospect, but I like to keep things simple so it doesn't get stupid. And and one of the things I like to do is I like to make test games more than like a full thing. Well, I've only made the one test game, so there's that. I have an idea for like a test first-person shooter. Readjust myself here in a more comfortable position. Like a test first-person shooter. It's just something I've been kicking around. That's basically, I want it to be like Doom, but with a little more complex of a story, you know? Or better yet, just like Wolfenstein New Order. And I think, wow, that guy really hurt me. Fucking asshole. Because I think you can make a pretty good first-person shooter without getting a bit too complex with it. Because really, it all just comes down to what is the player experiencing, you know? Because not everything needs to be you know, Half-Life or... No, Half-Life is interesting, you know? Half-Life is a very interesting game. It does more with less in many respects, you know, because you don't have these high-priced voice actors or anything. It's just, oh, look at this, it's awesome! Fucking, you know, nuclear reactor over here. Shutting down reactor core 2, 1, boop. This is what, you know, Doom 2016 has to compete with, you know. And the fact that Doom 2016 is as good as it is awesome. And I really enjoyed that game so much. But yeah, you know, Half-Life does a lot with less than you'd expect. And that's kind of how I would do my game, you know. I even had like a tentative idea I wrote out just the other day. And it was an idea where it would take... You see, the problem is, for some reason, I haven't been able to come up with creative ideas recently. I'm wondering if it's like because I've been doing too many Let's Plays and my brain just hasn't been working. I don't know. I always get paranoid about that. Like, what if I can never be creative ever again? Oh no! I always get kind of panicky when it comes to that. Because I'm always afraid. I always fear the worst. And that's the thing. I always am afraid, like, you know, stuff can go wrong. You know, I fear failure, but not enough that I don't try to succeed. I'm weird like that. I'm just fucking weird all around, so... Yeah, but there's an idea, you know, where you set it on Titan, you know? Or you set it on some space stations around Titan, and then, like, you can have, like, sort of a Doom-style thing. Let's see, does this still work? That secret still there? No, it's not. I didn't think it was. Because this is a massively longer level than it would be normally. But yeah, set it on Titan, have, you know, a very basic story. I don't know why this... Did I not hit the switch? I thought that would have opened up something, but I guess not. Oh, there it goes. I don't understand why that was. Oh, it has to open up and let all the various griblets try to claw off my head, because friendliness, ladies and gentlemen. But, yeah. Set it on the moon of Titan, or set it on 2 space stations around Titan, and basically just have basic corridor shooting a little bit, maybe have some open areas, maybe have like a little forest area that's like the hydroponics lab. The only thing is, it's like, I'm not really sure all that Leadworks can do. But not have, the thing is, like, I don't have like a team I can work with. I don't really have that many friends I can work on things with anymore. It's not like this is the Mizio era where I actually can get a lot of help, you know. It's like, anything I learn, I have to learn myself for the time being. Although, once again, this is only July, so there's no way to know if in the intervening month I met the awesome programmers of Great Justice. Or the developers of Incredible Power, I don't know. But, you know, I'm thinking, depending on what Leadworks can do easily, have like maybe a cutscene here or there of like a ship going through space. That shouldn't be too hard to do. And once again, it's all about suspension of disbelief. It's so long as well, it's kind of like the first Halo, really. The first Halo, they were working with very limited budget, very limited time, and the game had a lot of cheats in it. That's why it's always good to listen to developer commentary if ever you want to do something yourself, because then you learn just how many cheats there are. And most of the time, the players don't even notice, and they wouldn't unless they're, you know, wanting to. Most of the time they won't care. So long as the game is fun, that's all that matters. So if I were to make something Doom-esque, you know, and I might even get more fans from it because it wouldn't have the glory kill system, even though I absolutely love that system. I'd love to see, you know, some modder of Doom put that into regular Doom. I'd like that a lot, actually. I know, heresy, right? But I find it a cool system. It's a lot of fun. And it's a way to get health and ammo in a really interesting way. Let us save, shall we? But my idea is basically just it's a Doom clone, you know? With maybe a little better story. Although telling story is difficult because you have to have cutscenes or something like that. And I don't have voice actors, I don't have anything like that. I even figured out a way to have one voice actor and have it be me but not sound like me, because there's some ways on YouTube to like distort your voice. Not like through a YouTube program, but like there's tutorials, I should say, that can show you how to distort your voice with Audacity. I remember that, and I meant to do that in something, but I never did. Mainly because by the time I needed to do that, fucking Pinkies. Pinkies in fucking Doom are really annoying. Doom 2016, I should say. Even more annoying than they are in this game, or Project Brutality. Because the Pinkies are one of those enemies. the Pinky's a charger enemy. That's a new. That's kind of a. It's not a new thing, but it's a modern gaming conceit, so to speak, where you have a big guy, big enemy, and the only way you can kill him is by shooting him or punching him in the back. And so the new Pinky is it'll charge you and it'll smack into the wall, and you got to shoot it in the back. And there's always a shitload of Pinkies in Doom 2016 too, and so it's really annoying to have to fight a bunch of those at once. Because you gotta wait for one to charge and hit the wall. Most of the time I just fucking use the rocket, you know? I'll just fire off that fucking rocket and blow him up. And I really find it funny that in the review I was like, yeah, wait, we got the yellow key already? Sweet. I don't know what the blue door is for. I guess if you found the blue key you could get a bunch of loot or something, but I don't really care. I just want to continue on. Yeah, I found the rocket to be quite useful in Doom 2016. Much more so than I gave it credit for in the review. But, well, I guess I didn't really take away too much credit. I said it looked a lot like the rocket in AVP 2. But I found that rocket to be very, very useful. Because, like, the BFG works different in Doom 2016, but I don't really want to spoil that. But in any event, I am GeneralLotz, wishing you good Doom 2016, good Wolfenstein Old Blood, or whatever makes you happy.